Metal Gear Mondays, the greatest Metal Gear podcast ever.
I don't agree with you.
Releasing on Monday, every Monday.
How did you patch into my radio frequency?
Stinks in here. Bad.
Ladies, gearsmen, babies, and gentlemen, welcome to Metal Gear Mondays. It is a podcast about Metal Gear, Hideo Kojima, the things he influenced, and the things that influenced him. It's a long list of things. Welcome to the show. We've got a special one for you this week, but I'd like to first introduce my compatriot, one, Alessio Summerfield.
Hello. Very excited about this episode. Vanessa Marshall.
Very
She's
cool.
great.
Vanessa Marshall, who does the
We
voice
Are
of
Marshall.
We Are Marshall.
If anybody remembers.
What a pull. What a fucking pull, dog. Wow. How crazy. Wasn't that fucking Matthew Shepard from Lost? Wasn't he in there?
Was it? Oh my God, you're totally right.
It was.
I like memory hold this movie. All I know is that it's got Matthew McConaughey in it. But it's Matthew Fox as well. We got two Matthews.
Matthew Fox.
We got a tale of two Matthews. Go watch this American biopic about the sport.
I love that. Like we memory hold the movie, then you say the name of the movie, and suddenly I know. Like this is a We Are Marshall podcast now. That's all it is. You gotta get Matthew Fox.
Listening to We Are Marshall Wednesdays.
We Are Marshall Wednesday. Sorry, Vanessa.
Sorry,
this is
Vanessa.
What's happening? Well, we just got done with our coverage of Metal Gear Solid 2. Vanessa in Metal Gear Solid 2 played Olga Gerlukovich. Incredible job. She talked in this interview about her accent there and like what happened in that recording booth. So enjoy that. But she's also the voice of Strangelove in Peace Walker.
And Metal Gear Solid 5.
And Metal Gear Solid 5. So we will be getting to
There are no spoilers. Again. There are no spoilers.
No spoilers
on the interview. FYI. So Chad, if you're listening, you can continue listening.
Yes. So yeah, I feel like we've spoiled more for Chad than 100%. Vanessa did.
Yeah.
But yeah, what we talked about Metal Gear. We talked about mullets. We talked about being afraid of nuclear holocaust. It was a pretty robust Sasquatch. Just the most beautiful afro on a white I've ever seen.
100%.
Talked about her family and her upbringing and history. Great chat. Love talking to Vanessa. So you're going to get that here in just a second. But we do have to do the rigmarole, as you may be so aware of, Alessio, as we've called it these days. You can support us by reviewing the podcast on your podcast platform of choice. Please do that. That's like the best, quickest, easiest, freest way you can help us. Review the podcast, tell somebody about it, and let them review it too, or tell them to review it too. That's going to get us eyes, and we love eyes.
Eyes, not ice.
Ice, yeah. We hate. Fuck ice, love eyes.
Yes.
And ears.
Noted slogan of the podcast.
Noted slogan. Fuck ice, love eyes. Yes.
Go listen to 1,000 Eyes. Very good.
There are cathedrals, something, whatever the fuck that weirdo be saying about Evian bottles. Yeah, but if you do have a couple of dollars to throw our way, you this is gonna be more important for this episode than ever. $1 a month Patreon access. Gotta get in that Patreon. It's weird in there. We love it. $5 gets you access to the Patriot Club, which is our bonus monthly podcast where we are off topic and wacky and wild. We just did an episode about games that we got really good at. We're going to be doing an episode about something else. Last time we looked, it was a dead heat for a couple of topics. So if $5 a month or up, you can go and check out what that topic is and vote on the topic.
The topics, just to wet your whistle, that are currently tied, 3-way tie, celebrities in video games. So think like Ronaldo and Salvatore Ganacci in City of the Wolves, or Vin Diesel in Escape from Butcher Bay.
Yes.
Celebrities in video games.
Wheelman.
The moment you realized your own mortality. Fun one, fun topic. And then the third topic that is currently tied is, oh my gosh, I'm blanking. First crush on a fictional character.
Yeah.
And the correct answer is Jessica Rabbit, but we'll talk about it.
It's not actually, but and listen, if you vote for that, then we'll talk about it, but maybe that'll go into a hole forever. $10 a month will get you our video tier, which lets you get the video feed of this podcast, Patriot Club, and some other various tidbits that you can morsel up. There it is. Vanessa, we got like images of mullet stuff and all kinds of stuff. So this one is going to be it's great video. You might get a little taste of it in the social media feeds, but you never know.
The video component has gotten a lot more fun, especially with the interviews and the guest episodes, for sure.
100%. So $10 a month will get you access to that. Do we have a sponsor?
We do, and it is
because that's another perk of the $10 tier. We draw for every mainline episode we draw a name out of our hat of $10 sponsors, and they're the sponsor of the episode. So
yeah, and if you hear any repeats, it's because we randomize it. So you may come up once a year, you may come up twice a year. I don't know. We don't know.
We don't know.
It is this week. Jess Davis.
Thank you, Jess.
Sponsor.
Thank you, Jess. Yeah. And then, like I said, the social feeds, you can go to, you can go to linktree.com/MetalGearMondays. That'll get you all the links to all of our stuff. So check that out. Alessio, where can they find you on the internet?
You can find me on the internet at alessiosummerfield.com. That is ALESS as in Sergio IO.
Yep.
Summerfield, SUMMERFIELD.com.
It's been a while since you spelled it.
Yeah.
That's good.
But yeah, there's all the stuff there. And likewise, I just want to plug Vanessa's website is vanessamarshall.com. VANESSAMARSHALL.com.
Yes. Yeah. And then the link to her mullet website will be in the description of the show.
Correct. So yeah. If you scroll all the way to the bottom on her website, I think she also has some stuff, but we'll give you an easy spot.
Yeah. And you can find me linktree.com/Liliana Dawn. That's where all of my stuff is. So check that out. Peep my writing. That'd be cool.
Hell yeah. And so without further ado, well, let's just do a super quick intro for Vanessa real quick.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get people caught up to speed. Vanessa, as we had mentioned, she voices Olga and Strangelove, and let me dig through my notes because I wrote a little intro here. You will also know her from her Cartoon Network work, and it is an insane amount to list here, but she is in a shit ton of Cartoon Network stuff, albeit as like additional voices or side characters or main characters. She's in a ton of Star Wars stuff, like Rebels and a bunch of video games and a bunch of other stuff. She has also been in like a ton of like Young Justice related stuff. She's
like Wonder Woman in the Harley Quinn series as well. Like
yeah. She's in a lot of stuff once you start digging and looking at her. And she does such a good job of like blending into the world that like it's very easy to like lose Vanessa and sort of just have the character presented to you. Unlike a David Hayter, where I almost feel like it's just like 90% David with like a 10% twist. You know what I mean? I love David.
We did find out while talking to him at PRGE that people ask for that though.
No, yeah, 100%. Yeah. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying like, I don't know. Vanessa is a character first actor, I feel like. But yeah,
David's a selfish David first actor.
I'm just gonna stop talking.
As we know,
Yes.
our close personal friend,
noted.
David Hayter,
Noted.
friend of the show.
Personally, I really
Legitimately.
liked Vanessa's portrayal of Sarah Kerrigan in the Heroes of the Storm, sort of like Dota-like that Blizzard did. I really liked it. And she also played Black Canary in
and Infamous too. Or Injustice,
Infamous.
It's a
which
very
really
different video game.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so we're gonna get into it. Vanessa is the daughter of TV royalty. We'll talk about that. Yeah, pretty much in general, you're gonna hear a lot of cool shit. And we'll just let Vanessa take it from here. So
yeah.
Vanessa, I wanted to say thanks for joining us just in general. When we were doing some research, it's like you've been interviewed on Collider, Sci-Fi, VO Buzz Weekly, I Hear Voices, Marvel channels, like all the good stuff. And so thank you for carving out time for our little Metal Gear
This
show.
is the real thing. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. I think Metal Gear is like, it's next level, and you're so dedicated. Are you kidding? This is huge. Like, I'm so happy to be here. I would honestly, yeah.
We've been brute force pounding our foreheads against the brick wall for 10 years. So here we are.
That's our slogan, actually.
Yeah. That's the log line.
It shouldn't be so hard. I'm so accessible.
Yeah. A decade trying to find Vanessa.
I'm sorry that it was so full of struggle.
No, you're all good.
I'm literally right here.
I also wanted to thank you for hopping on the call with me a few weeks back while I've been doing research for my book. Yes. One thing completely eluded me, and I don't know why. I blanked and never asked you, but I had no clue until we hung up that your mom was Joan Van Ark. And immediately I was like, you know what? She's probably been asked a million times. But for the listeners at home, for this one question, I just want to ask, did your mother's shadow loom large over your career at the jump? What was that like?
Well, I don't know that her shadow loomed. I mean, I'm in addition to Metal Gear, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. And if we look at Anakin Skywalker, he started as a questing individual, some abandonment issues with his mom, and then we roll through losing the love of his life. So he's got some resentments, and then he learns things not from a Jedi, and he goes to the other side and scares the living crap out of me. Now, just if you take one glance at Darth Vader, you're like, oh, God, no. Yeah. But you get some backstory and some context. And for whatever reason, as a kid, I likened the entertainment industry to the dark side. And yeah, I'm not saying that my mom had sort of like abandonment issues or any nefarious intentions. My mom is not evil. But my point is that when Luke Skywalker greets him ultimately in episode 3 and forgives him and sort of offers redemption to him, that gave me a lot of compassion for my mom, because I felt like the dark side took my mom, and I was like, wait, where did she go? You know, and not that I was like butthurt about it. I'm a fully functional, like I'm fine, but there is something so Sith-like about fame and celebrity, and all this kind of crap. That I feel like it seduces people away from their true essence in a sense. And anyway, I watched her sort of be swallowed up by that. And she lost her privacy. She gave a lot. She was grew up in Boulder, Colorado, and went to Yale University. She got a full scholarship there. And like, she grew up on horses, eating at Denny's. Like, it's not like she was some highfalutin anything. And she was very basic. I am incredibly basic. Like, apple does not fall far from the tree. Like, my parents met in high school. They've been in love since junior year, and
They're
they
still
have,
they're still together, right?
oh yeah,
That's crazy.
dude, yeah, they're crushing it. And anyway, no, they're so in love with each other. It's weird. And it's just, you don't see that in this day and age, really. But anyway, to answer your question more specifically, uh, I felt less important than her career. And as I've sort of pursued a career of my own, I've never birthed anything. And I've come full circle to understand, I get to pursue my career without any, children to care for, no soccer practice, no, I don't have any of those responsibilities that so many of my single mom friends have, and single dad friends, and this and that. So I feel more grateful to her, and understand how important storytelling is, and that she gave everything to it. So that, you see what I'm saying? It's like, was I in
Yeah,
her shadow? I don't know if I was in her shadow, but I watched the shadow consume her, and then missed her. And then as I started to get into storytelling myself, both as a writer, a stand-up comic, improv person, and just a dork, like in the highest sense of the word, that I could participate in telling amazing stories like Dr. Strangelove. Are you kidding me? What? Olga, all of these incredible characters that I feel bring us together as a culture. And the healing aspect of that is very important to me. That if I had to then have a little kid going like, me, I'd be like, bruh, I don't know. I'd be like, listen, kid, I don't know that I would be. And look, I'm very mom. I'm like mega mom energy. By that, I don't mean like oppressive and codependent and annoying. But if you're hungry, I can't relax. Like I got to feed you. Like I'm very nurturing and kind in that sense. But also, like if I had a chance to go up to the Skywalker Ranch and my kid had like soccer practice, I'd be like, hey, sucks to be you, but and so my mom had to, prioritize, and she was doing these 12-hour turnaround days that she'd leave at 4 a.m. and this and that. On first glance, it seems, wow, she really doesn't give a crap about this kid. But like now I get it. It's not that she didn't. It's just that she was very driven in her career, as am I. And so I don't think it shadowed anything. And it also didn't do me any favors. Like, come right along. Like no one
I figured as much.
Yeah, like the Nepo baby stuff. Like I had to apply 3 times to this agency. They almost were harder on me. Like, hey, don't
100%.
think that just because your DNA is whatever, don't even get it twisted. Like, and I'm just like, I just want to tell stories. I don't care. I'll wait in line. Like I want to do this because I love how it brings us together like we are now. And I feel like I know you so well. Why? Because we share the love of this incredible story.
Yeah.
And that's like magic. That's priceless. That's not about even earning a living. That's about human connection. And that's worth everything to me. Mm-hmm. And so I think I grew up in the shadow of the entertainment industry more than my mom's fame made me feel like, oh, wait, is there a place for me at the table? I think it's unfortunately women, at least, in my mom's era of, sort of Knots Landing and all that crap, like, you had to be anorexic, 0% body fat and this and this and that. And now
perfect hair.
Oh, all the things. I mean, and I'm a child of the 80s. Like I love it all. I love the big hair. I love shoulder pads, the gold lame. Let's just go. And she definitely killed it with all of that. But I was always like playing football, not playing with dolls, not putting on makeup. I am so not inclined to put makeup on. I'd rather watch a hockey game and like eat a ton of food. Like,
Hell
I
yeah.
remember. Well, I mean, and not that that's a masculine, feminine
Sure.
thing, but like my mom would never watch hockey. She would be doing her makeup for 9 hours, and I was like, ugh, that's just
It's just nothing
never,
but glitz and it's
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
no more.
And,
I do.
so
Before we
I'm
move
more-
forward, I have to ask super quickly before we get too far away from it. If Hollywood is the Sith, I need to ask, who is Hollywood's Emperor Palpatine?
Ooh.
And you can't say Harvey Weinstein.
yeah.
There's too many to count. Actually, I'm realizing. I'm so sorry.
The
Never mind.
conglomeration
No, I mean, who's the Emperor Palpatine?
Who's your
Well,
personal Palpatine?
of your own personal Palpatine.
well, yeah,
Oh no.
I got
That might be even
I
a bigger
got one.
question.
Yeah, no, I got one. He's not a nice man.
Oh no.
Yeah, nah, I won't name him, but they're out there. They're
Sure.
out there, you know. And not even on the like hashtag Me Too
Yeah,
level.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
Yeah.
that's above my pay grade. Like I never.
For sure.
I know that goes on and it's horrific but I feel like a lot of times the business managers and the folks that sort of come along like, oh, you're making this money now you need to do X, Y, and Z, and these people kind of attach themselves like barnacles
Yeah.
to talent, and then talent trusts them, and over again people get taken advantage of. I almost feel like those type of feeders are to be I don't know. I've seen some weird stuff, and
Sure.
I think everyone has a good heart. I never assume that people are up to anything, but they are. I mean, actually, when I was in high school, I got an internship, and I was Leslie Moonves's assistant,
Oh,
and
okay.
I know, and like he came to own CBS and have all sorts of weird stuff happen and this and that.
Sir
But
Letterman talked
never-
about him all the time.
yeah, I never experienced any of that. All I knew was I had a golf cart, and I would take different executives for tours of the MGM lot, and I would smoke cigarettes, because I was outside.
Yeah.
So, hey, how you doing? I mean, I quit, but I'm just saying it was some
Yeah,
me
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
It was some me time,
Yeah.
But I'll be like, this is where the Yellow Brick Road was. This is where, all the water follies happened. This is where, I had all the folklore that flipper things were filmed in this tank, this and that. And I was the editor of their company newspaper.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Many
cool.
hats. But
And I'm
but
sure
I
they
never,
paid you $0.
Yeah, no. But I didn't care. I got this.
I
was
think
like,
I would probably like let go of many things if I got my own personal golf cart. Quite frankly.
That's true.
well, it wasn't my own cart. It was his cart.
Sure.
But anyway, it was just interesting to sort of be. I'm comfortable there. I'm comfortable being like the intern who takes people on tours. I'm very accommodating and like to host things. Like I said, feed people, blah blah blah, and like make them feel comfortable. And not like, where is my dressing room? No, I cannot wear that. Like,
I
I'm
like your
oh,
Sunset
God.
Boulevard, Vanessa. That was cool.
Yeah, like,
that's good stuff.
That's just never going to be me ever. And I thought I was going to work in production, and that's why I did the internship. And yet I ended up going to college back east. I went to Princeton, majored in English, and just loved the theater and was a theater nerd, and ended up going to NYU graduate school for acting. And again, it's the storytelling that is so healing. Originally, I wanted to major in anthropology and then religion, because I felt that there was something powerful about ritual, and that there was something sacred about theatrical performance, and something performative about religious ritual. And I felt that there was value in examining how similar those things are and were, and yet they're called different things by different people. But I felt that there was a universal necessity for that in healing. And so my college counselor said, you can get at all that through books and literature, so you should major in English. And I was like, major in English? I mean, what am I going to be, like an English teacher? And my dad was like, oh dear. But look at me, I'm reading English out loud. Like I'm reading English out loud for a living. I'm like,
That's
hey, it's
true.
my first language. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it didn't harm me. I mean,
Mhm.
anyway,
No, I mean your
but
commentary about the performance sort of aspect of rituals and the ritualistic aspect of performance is incredibly captivating, and I'd never thought of that before.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go down a research hole for the next 4
oh,
days. So thank you.
dude, you go deep. It's amazing what you'll learn.
Well, so
Yeah.
your dad was a reporter, and
Mhm.
so that's like a completely different side of media. Like, what was the dynamic with him like when you were
Oh,
growing up?
dude, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. Well, because my mom was so theatrical. Oh God, no. You know, it was like always so hilarious. Like everything went to 11 with her. And
Sure.
my dad was always, well, pal, he was always reporting live. You know, like everything was like, pal, you cannot take the 101 freeway. There's an unattended couch in lane 3. And I was like, Dad, thanks, man. You know, he just had his finger on, like before Google, before any Gemini. No, my dad was up in like the situation
Yeah,
and
you had
very serious
John
about everything.
Marshall was the Google.
It was
at the
Ask
time,
John instead of Ask
Yeah,
Jeeves.
100%, 100%. And I used to go to the newsroom with him, and they had something called the
Wow.
AP wire, and
Mm.
you know, the stories would, you know, they would be coming off the wire, and I'd be like, Dad, I got this one. He was like, no, you don't. I'd be like, come on, Dad, I got this. And I'd rip it off. And he and I would sit there and he would actually be doing the news, you know,
Sure.
and I'd be like, people, you know, typing my version of whatever news story was going on. And it was over. Johnny Carson was filming there. I was at the NBA. I had such a privileged life. Listen to this crap I'm saying right now. Like,
That's
what
super
a
cool,
life.
though.
It's great.
It's
It's
like
cool.
mega privilege. It's insane. Anyway, but so it's over at the NBC lot that I'm actually I'm very close to it now. And every time I go by, I'm like, man, I can't believe I basically grew up in that building.
Mhm.
But Johnny Carson was downstairs, and my other favorite thing to do was to go get an apple. They had a vending machine with an apple in it. Like, ew, like I guess. Do we do that now? Do you have fresh fruit in a vending machine? That sounds really
I feel like it would
suspect.
go bad. And if it doesn't
Yeah.
go bad, then there's something fucked up with that apple.
Yeah,
I
you
just
gotta
think
really
I just think you need
reevaluate
to-
your produce.
Thank you. I think you need to rethink your life if you're
It's
like
an altered object, that apple.
I-
Like we don't deal with that apple.
and Wheel of Fortune was down there too, and I'd be like,
Nice.
I'll be right
Wow.
back. And then I would go downstairs and, like, you know, the Johnny Carson, I would just go on the Johnny Carson set and just I was that little kid, you know, looking
That's
out.
awesome.
What? Yeah, not like fangirling, but just like as an anthropologist, like, wow, people
Yeah.
really look at this every night. Like, what is it with people?
Well, it's like a temple. Like if you,
Yeah.
because like I've been up in the 30 Rock studios and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and it's like
yeah.
it really does feel like it's like you've got the pulpit, you've got the amphitheater seating. Like
Yes.
it's to your previous point. It feels
Yeah, it's
very
like its own religion. It's like it's just kind of
I feel we need it. I really do. I think it's so necessary. Like, I don't know how I'm going to live without Stephen Colbert, but
yeah. That's a tough
he'll
one.
he'll do something. He's making a Lord of the Rings movie. He'll be he's still out there. He's out there.
I love him so much. Anyway, but yeah, so my dad doing the news was like my favorite thing. And I feel like I am 100%. I mean, I literally am 100% their child, but I am able to do the whole theatrical thing, but I'm also questing for the truth. And my dad was always really serious about stuff, like trying to find the answers to let people know. And in his view, he was doing all that so he could help people make proper voting decisions. Like, you need to know what's going on in an objective way, not, you know, and that
We need
Yes,
John.
now.
We need John now. John,
need
come
John
back.
right now. Yeah.
it used to matter. And then they started selling ad space and doing like reporting live, like at the crash of this, and everything was live. And then the news sort of became more about advertising. And I get it, you know, but he had a ton of integrity and he taught me that. And I just, you know, I think I think the world of him. And it was fun to have that counterbalance my mom's level of like, you know, are the twins going to survive or whatever the heck the Knots Landing thing was. I have no
Oh,
idea.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. One cool thing though, more privilege. I knew who shot JR, and I know. And I was trying to trade intel for ding dongs in school. So that was me. I was like, "You gonna eat that?"
Yeah.
I feel like you're like, all I got is this fucking apple. I feel like half of our.
I was like, "Bag of
half-
Doritos. What are you talking about over there?
that's
You
true.
want to know about JR?
Yeah.
Give me that." You know.
half of our audience is like, who shot who?
Yeah.
Okay, there was a
Like,
show back in the day. Yeah, it's called Dallas, and then they gave birth to Knots Landing. My mom was on Knots Landing. She played Valene Ewing, and J.R. Ewing was this big old bad dude, and someone shot him, and it was the cliffhanger. And if you wanted ding dongs, all you had to do was just dangle.
Talk to Vanessa
knowledge.
Marshall.
The ding dong dangler, Vanessa Marshall.
Right?
Holy shit, man.
You have chocolate. I will find a way. I will find a way. But
That's
like,
crazy.
but that's how I viewed the entertainment industry, was that it was like a means for me to get ding dongs. That's basically.
It's like a
What was
negotiation
happening?
piece. It's like we're hustling.
That's really cool though.
That's
I
awesome.
feel like I could talk to you for a million years about all this stuff because I love that sort of. I will say on behalf of your father, who I'm assuming was driven crazy by this, I just want to say I would love to punch Ted Turner in the face, even though he's
Ooh.
married to Jane Fonda, for
Yeah.
creating the 24-hour news cycle. And I feel like it's just been such a detriment and become such a like mind altering, insane thing. But anyway, that's my soapbox.
Yeah, it is. It really did shift our culture.
Yeah.
It really did. You're right. And really broke his heart. I really watched him just be so saddened by the whole thing. Like, he really cared. He really, really cared. And it sucks when you care and
Right.
things go to shit. It's so sad.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, let's not spiral. I'm gonna start spiraling.
We could just turn this podcast into just doom scrolling the podcast we wanted to. So he was very much like he was very much like, we're reporting the news. Here's the information. He hosted a show called Encounters: The Hidden Truth.
yes, he did.
Was that
Journalism.
was that a topic of conversation, like the sci-fi, the paranormal? Was that a topic covered? Never. Okay. Was it just
Never.
like he was just
No,
like,
but I just you're reminding me, like, I think I need to run this by him, because like with all this extraterrestrial stuff that we're now aware of, like,
oh yeah,
what did bro know?
Yeah.
Yeah, what were they telling him?
He can't tell you. They're gonna take him if he does.
Well, I'm trying to think.
They're gonna black bag John.
Yeah, I feel like it was a special that he did. And he's such a sweet person that I really feel like he was like, he wasn't like, I'd be like, well, this is some serious, you know what I mean? Like, I would be down in the dirt of it. Like, hold up. My dad was just so scientific and kind, and like, I don't know. I don't know that it was like hard hitting in terms of like.
It was not.
Right.
I watched a few clips. I'm pretty sure my grandparents raised me. I'm pretty sure they watched it when it was happening, because it was like 94.
No way.
Yeah.
It would be really hard for me to not go into like a Dateline mode. Like,
Yeah.
I watched a whole episode of Encounters: The Hidden Truth before we hopped on.
Yeah.
And
Did you really?
yeah, it's on YouTube.
It's on
We can
YouTube.
send it
There's
to
a
you.
bunch-
if you want.
Bro, oh my
Yeah.
God. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you.
But he is so like locked in.
Yeah,
and I
like,
feel
yeah.
like I would just have to get goofy with it. Like, it's just in my nature.
I'd be worse than Goofy.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
Yeah.
lizard people, let's go.
The way he was doing it, you'd believe that he was just reporting the normal news.
It's like
it was
60
just-
minutes. It's 60
Yeah.
minutes, but about Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
You see how earnest he is, though, yeah?
Yeah,
I mean, it's
100%.
sweet. It's so sweet. My dad's a good guy. Like, he listens to a lot of Led Zeppelin, he's a
Oh,
good
hell
man.
Nice.
Nice.
We
Love
like
it.
that.
Love
We
it.
like
Love
that.
it.
You know?
I don't want to pivot too hard away from this cool shit, because I love talking about this. But earlier you were talking about auditioning to get signed, and I know when you and I were on the phone, we talked about you getting signed on with CESD back in '97.
Yes.
You said you didn't go full-time VO until 2000, 2001. So I was curious how, and you may have mentioned this on the call. I I have a 2-year-old daughter, so my brain is like half turned off sometimes.
Yeah. To
To
your point, Vanessa, I keep
Yeah, to
telling
your
him to
point.
just abandon her to the wolves. And
just let her.
Exactly. Like,
He's
"Hi."
keeping her.
Yeah,
He's keeping her, but I guess.
But was MGS2, was Metal Gear Solid 2 like a part of that full-time shift, or was it just something that you ended up doing a
kind of
little
feel
later?
like I feel like it might have been. It might have been right around that time. But the way video games work is like you'll work for usually 1 or 2 sessions, and then sometimes it's multiple sessions. Like
Right.
Dr. Strangelove, they handed me a phone book. It was like the biggest script
Oh,
I'd ever
shit.
seen in my life. I mean, it
Jeez.
was. I
So
was like,
not just your sides, it's the whole script they gave you.
I don't even know what I was looking at, dude. I was like, wait. I was like, wait. I'm reading this. Uh-oh,
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
and we did half of it, and they were like, so we've decided we prefer she have a British accent.
Oh,
And I was like,
no.
okay, wait. It's almost like when you're driving to El Paso from Los Angeles, or no, to say Austin,
Sure.
and you've made it to El Paso, and it's been nothing but desert for the last like 2 hours, and you kind of wish, like, you must go forward. Like, you must go forward. Like, we were halfway through the script, and I was like, you want me to drive back to LA?
Yeah, we're not doing that.
And then I was like, are you sure about that? Because we're going to be at this for quite a while. I don't know, guys. Sure, whatever you like, And
Yeah,
luckily,
yeah.
I've lived in London, and my whole house is Union Jacks. And forget the imperialistic part of
Sure.
no
Just
thanks.
the aesthetic.
Yeah.
But
it's an
here's
aesthetic.
what I love. I love the trip hop music there. I love the artists there. I love supporting art. I love going to the art galleries, the music, dance, culture, jazz.
So good.
And it's a world culture. It is not, I understand, like, oh, yes, I get that they're like, whoa, they're very uptight and not so much. But the whole city, the city as a whole, is such a melting pot and a true representation of the world that it isn't as, Caucasian and,
Right.
Yeah,
white
it's
as
very
like,
diverse. Yeah.
It's very
It's
akin to
so-
New York. Like, I remember walking on the street
Totally.
not that long ago, a couple years back, and it was like, I think I heard 8 languages over the course of like a 10-minute walk.
and you could get to know so many things about so many people just walking down the street. Yeah, same thing. But anyway, is that your daughter?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
look at
hear
that.
her.
Look at that. You guys continue. I'll be right back. I'm just going to check on this.
Okay. Anyway, but yeah, so I was able to do the script over, and I was happy to do anything they asked, of course, but I was just shocked that they wanted to drive all the way back to LA, and then
Sure.
I just, like, no one does that. I don't know. You keep going. But anyway, so it all worked out. But that's, of course, Strangelove and not Olga. But
Yeah. I assume like Strangelove was like more dense than Olga was, given
very much
everything.
so, and much later. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah.
the Olga thing, I had gone to graduate school for acting, and I had studied the Russian accent, and so I was able to really lay it on thick. And I remember Chris Zimmerman was like, have no idea what you're saying. And I was like, really? You're serious? And I was so concerned about making it letter perfect and caring
Yeah, it's
about
like
the
very
truth.
authentic and yeah.
Yeah. And she was like, I have no idea what you're saying. And she was like, can you just give a flavor of that? Like, just give the flavor. Like, maybe you've lived in London
Yeah.
for a few years.
Yeah, give like the
And-
LaCroix Russian. Like let's
Yeah.
go.
It's kind of,
What a great time to sit back down.
yeah. I was just talking about Olga and the accent.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
I thought, I was like, oh, I spent 3 years in NYU graduate school learning how to do this. Finally, like, I've also studied martial arts since '98, and
Oh,
I've
wow.
never punched anyone in real life, But it's like,
You want to go?
well,
Next time
Yeah.
I'm in LA,
But
I'll
here's
call
the
and you
thing.
just beat me up.
bro, if anyone messes with my friends, I have an arsenal of information in my skull.
Yeah, you're just
It's like, it's similar to like, oh, you want me to finally use a Russian accent that I studied for 3 years? Watch this. And they were like, please stop. And I'm not saying I'm hard and I'm like, hey, I'm going to beat people. I'm not. But I'm saying if
Right.
you harm my friends, I'm not sure that I'm going to be chill about it. I'm not sure, because I'm very protective of my friends.
So that's the
And-
test of true friendship is like, go get in some shit. And if Vanessa does not bail you out physically,
Yeah,
then
if
you're
I'm
not
like,
good
"What?"
friends.
Oh yeah. It's like,
I'm like, that's a you problem. Bye.
Yeah, that's the litmus test.
Yeah. But it's funny. I went to, and oh God, I hope this isn't like controversial. This guy took me to a gun range. The MMA fighter that I was boxing with.
As you do.
He took me to a gun range and he was like, "What? Give it a try. Come on, you." You know, I was like, "Dude, gun control. What the? Oh, gosh." And then and I did it, and it scared the crap out of me. This and that. But he said, "Well, imagine someone harmed someone you care about, or so." And I get protective of other women, and boy, I did like. And I'm not. Again, I will never harm.
Sure. Yeah,
anyone.
of course.
But I'm saying I did 5 here and 5 in the heart, and then
Whoa.
the dude at the gun range was like, "Are you LAPD?" And I was like, "No, I'm just a girl with a resentment. I don't know, like just laser focus. When you're thinking of." But it let me know how I'm organized. I couldn't harm someone. I mean, I've been in violent situations, and I've tried to help people instead of. I'm just more inclined to say, like, maybe you need a nap and a cookie. Like, are you sure are you okay? Like, that's just the way I'm wired. Like, I don't deal with conflict like that by picking up a gun and shooting someone.
Sure,
back.
yeah.
But,
Well, if I was hungry, I wouldn't want you to shoot me.
Right,
either.
I think those two moods are like my entire like dichotomy is either I need a nap and a cookie or I'm just a girl living with resentment. Like those are my 2 modes.
Exactly. That's pretty much. But you'd be amazed what a girl with a resentment can accomplish.
Yeah.
True.
Let me tell you,
Yeah.
it's very motivating. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Anyway, but so I just I learned about myself, like how I'm organized, and I the Olga thing, I was finally able to use my Russian accent is basically the point of this, and I've never been able to use my martial arts. But please don't give me the opportunity because
Yeah. I'd like to
you definitely
avoid
are
that.
going to need a paramedic. But all right,
Paramedic is also a character in Metal Gear, so that's great.
Yeah.
there we go.
I'm going to sneak in. I'm going to backdoor
Okay.
some additional book research because it's dawning on me I should ask you about this. It came up recently. I was having a conversation with somebody and it came up recently. So I'm going to ask you now.
Sure.
So you were in the booth, I'm assuming, because all these are always group recordings, or at least that's the preferred method. So I was going to ask, when you were in the booth for Metal Gear Solid 2, I'm assuming that you were in the booth with David, that you were in the booth with Earl Bowen, rest in peace, I believe, Sergey.
Yes.
And you should have maybe been in the booth with Patrick Zimmerman. Do you remember working with
I
him?
believe they were present.
Okay. Do you remember anything about Patrick?
No.
Damn it. All right. That's
Sorry.
Chris Zimmerman's husband. And after 2008, he
He's kinda,
ghosted
like,
the entire
disappears.
industry.
Like he's
And-
alive, he's hanging out. We just nobody can like he's just
Maybe.
like a very mysterious. Maybe
Somebody
He's a
I
very
interviewed.
mysterious guy.
Somebody I interviewed last week legit thinks he has passed away, even though nothing
No.
online says as much.
Oh.
But I think I have his phone number. I'm just too afraid to
Oh.
cold call it. So I'm kind of dancing around until
No, I'm not really sure. There were other people there too, though.
I'm assuming Quentin Flynn was present.
Yeah, Clinton.
Yeah.
And I feel like there was a woman there. Who would that have been?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to think who.
Maybe Fortune would it be? I can't
Let me-
remember
let me
Fortune's.
see. I
actress,
don't think.
but
I don't think Olga's in
they have
any.
any scenes together now.
Oh, hold on. Let me triple check. I think she might actually be. One moment. One moment. Please hold. Oh my God! Don't
In
revoke
moment
my
research.
Metal Gear fan card.
We love in moment research. Let's go.
Mara Gale. Does that name ring a bell?
I know her. No, she was not there. And if she had been, I would have asked her to marry me. I think Mara. She was in Guardians of the Galaxy, and I mean,
Yeah.
Lord,
Nice.
yeah, just
I'm trying to think.
an angel.
What other women would
The only other Rose's actress I would guess would be the only
Oh
other
yeah,
one.
but I don't.
I don't
Hold
think they
on.
had any
More
direct-
research. I'm so sorry for being so unprepared.
But just the elevator lobby music is going
Yeah,
right now.
exactly.
People.
Uh,
By the way, I'm seeing a picture of myself to the side there, and I look kind of deranged. Hopefully, we're going to have a different picture.
Oh,
it,
no.
it like
Which picture?
so the thing that we record on uploads like your
Just
your
like because I'm
stuff.
going like
Yeah, it uploads your stuff like as we go.
Oh,
So
I didn't know that. I don't see it on my end. Huh.
Yeah, so well, it's like the bubbles next to our names are just like
100
random
people.
screen grabs.
I look like I'm going. Ugh. It's great.
Weird. That's very
Just,
strange.
I would have
you only
preferred if
see
I had
yourself, Alessia. Yeah,
Got it.
I wish-
Laura Cody. Does that ring a bell?
yeah,
That sounds familiar. Maybe.
that would be the only
Yeah, it
one I
was
can
literally
think of.
25 years ago, so I don't
Yeah.
blame you for.
We're not.
God, that's weird. Yeah.
That's been very strange interviewing people for this book and realizing that I'm asking them like detailed questions about what their diet was 27 years ago.
Wow.
But anyway, cool.
Yeah.
Let's backpedal for a second. Let's talk about the mullet. We were not
Yeah,
recording when we were talking about the mullet. Tell us more about your mullet.
Okay. Well, some say it was a cry for help. It was an act of defiance because I went to a private school and you had to wear a uniform and look like everyone else. And I wore my hair standing at a 90-degree angle. Like I called it the angry taco on top of my head. It was like, and then I had, Peter Frampton curls below.
Nice.
But it was my way of saying like, I started a group called Young Americans for Peace, and I was the only member. Cool. And
I love it. That's so sad. I agree with your group, but it sucks that there's only one.
The only one is just me in the yearbook with my mullet. It's hot.
Let's go.
And the only person who would help me out was my AP biology teacher, Ron Schallenberger.
Shout out Ron.
Come on, Ron. I love that guy. We would drive downtown to these like anti-nuke protests together with our signs with my mullet at full attention and what have you. And it was a lot of work. And my eye makeup was supreme back then. It was sort of a peacock feather of eyeshadow, if you will. It was intense.
Yeah.
And I took it very seriously. That would be like 86, 87.
Gotcha. Yeah, because there was a shit ton of Red Dawn came out a couple years prior, so there was like a shit ton of like Red Scare and nuke stuff, right, going on in the 80s.
Oh yeah, no, that was 100%. I was terrified of nuclear holocaust, and yeah,
give it up to nuclear holocaust. No,
yeah, definitely. It was. I was like, well, I'm not going to do my algebra homework because nuclear holocaust. Yeah, that was truly like I could.
And on the other side of the planet, I just need you to know, obviously 40 years prior to this, I went to and I talked to you about this on our phone call. I went to the Hiroshima Peace Museum. I just need you to know that the part that broke me, like just shattered me as a human being, was that they had letters that were found, right? Framed. And these were, and I'm not saying this to be hyper morbid, I'm saying as like a counterpoint to you not wanting to do algebra. Post nuclear detonation, these kids are complaining that they're still going to school, but they're like bleeding out of their noses and stuff. So like the survivors are still going to school. So Vanessa, you fucking do your algebra homework, okay?
Yeah, no.
We're sending that message back in time.
Well, sadly, that's horrific. And
no, it's awful. Yeah, sorry about that.
It's possible that we're about to face something similar, and I'm in a different place. Like before I was like, oh, well, that justifies doing nothing. Whereas now I'm like, it justifies doing even more of everything. Like we must do everything we can immediately and full throttle. And it's terrifying. But it used to terrify me on a daily basis. And I used to draw pictures. I got into Princeton because of my sculpture and my artwork, believe it or not. And most of it was sort of fixated on the nuclear bomb and its impact and this and that. yeah, so the hair was just the tipping off point to the mega struggle going on of trying to reconcile. The high school I went to was full of kids driving automatic Porsches, and
You're going to
I,
lots of parties, right? With your nuclear fixation,
yeah,
you were definitely
oh,
like heart of the
definitely.
party. Yeah.
Yeah, I would go downtown though and hang out with adults. Though I
Oh,
was
nice.
14, I looked like 40, and you know, like I was smoking a cookie. Like, yeah, what are y'all doing out here?
Mullet doing its job, I guess.
Yeah, 100 grand. I was like, these high school kids, they don't know anything. And
These
and
40-year-old men are like, watch out, that 14-year-old will whip your ass.
no, but they really were like, what are you, 40? And I was like, what? No, I mean, I guess I was hardened as such, but like, no. But I felt like a 40-year-old. I really felt like, well, what are you doing? Like I was just so bothered by humanity. I don't know, dude.
No, I feel
But
it. I
like
understand.
existential angst. Like even at 10, I was reading Sartre. I remember, and my
shit.
dad was like, "Don't you want to play?" He's like, "No," we're dad. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, but
I hope my daughter grows up to be just like you at 10 years old. That sounds amazing.
and plus I was fluent in French. So here's this little kid reading Jean-Paul Sartre, yammering on like I don't even know what I'm saying right now. So the hair was like the least of my
So good.
problems. Do you know what I mean? But I do think it started as a way to, okay, I'll wear your uniform, but watch what I do with my hair. And so it was a way to passively aggressively be like, great. And then, I would hang upside down with a blow dryer and spray it. And then when I would come back up,
yes,
it would be defying gravity.
That's insane.
I guess
Fuck
it was
yeah,
kind of like Flock of Seagulls. I don't know.
Yeah, it does have a similar look. For anybody who's
Yeah.
listening and not watching, behind Vanessa is
A
a
framed photo.
front lit canvas printed photograph of her mullet, as well as a pillow with her mullet. It's incredible.
And my friend was like,
and a frame picture.
And my friend was like, you can't have the pillow and the picture. I was like,
it's like, who says?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
you can have it all. In fact, there's a candle.
There's a candle.
There's a candle. Hold up.
Does it smell like hairspray?
Wait. Oh,
I
wow.
love the rolly chair action we keep getting.
It's
All
great.
right, I don't know what to show you first, but yeah, there's a candle.
That's incredible.
There's
what does it say on the side?
It says, this is
It
Vanessa.
It says worship the mullet.
That's so
Worship the
good.
mullet.
Yeah, and
I love that
there's
there's
my wife with her actual husband. Yeah,
That's incredible.
boss. Yeah.
I love that outfit.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing like a military thing.
Yeah, it looks
Hell yeah.
cool.
Oh my
I do love also that like the neon sign behind you is also on the candle. Like that's
The branding is on point.
Yeah, well, so I would do my live stream, and we would like if someone like you spend points to worship the mullet, and we would like I had a whole thing where this woman made me this. If you've got plenty of attitude but you need more altitude, and it's a picture of the mullet with an Aquanet inside, and we would worship the mullet on my live stream. Then came the video game strike that like ruined my life.
Oh,
yeah.
I haven't started the stream back up again. I don't know, man. I got to find a way back into that. It's probably through the Metal Gear community, just
Oh, I'm
because
sure.
Yeah.
some of the other communities, I'm just like, what the?
I mean, we're like that for the Metal Gear community as well, but it's been a consistent.
No way,
what the-
bro. No, I love. No.
It's interesting. Like, I mean, obviously, Vanessa, I think a lot of your interactions with fans are probably at conventions, right? Or like over podcasts like this.
Sure.
Just the sort of normie interactions that happen with Metal Gear fans, quote unquote. Like, there are two types of Metal Gear fans. There are people who understand the sort of gallows humor, irony, kind of like satire, and then there are people who are like, I fucking love guns.
Yeah.
So we get like both flavor end up
Really?
listening to the show, and so we will get the craziest letters sometimes.
It's interesting how many times you'll hear we'll get a letter or like a message that's like, God, I wish we could go an episode without politics being involved, and it's just like that's what it's about. That's the whole thing.
Ooh. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to talk politics. I'm really not. I'm trying to talk like the survival of humanity as a whole.
Yeah.
Sure.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing,
Yeah.
is it's not a political conversation. This is just like
Yeah.
I'm not, and
soup
I'm
to
not.
nuts normal shit.
Here's the thing: this MMA guy that I used to train with was concerned with my personal safety and protecting myself in the
right.
world. And with that in mind, he was like, we should go shoot some guns. And I was like, oh God, all right. And I figured it couldn't hurt to learn sort of what that's all about. And I don't own a gun. I'm
Sure,
not,
yeah.
no.
It's
And
target shooting as well. Like I've gone
Yeah.
target shooting before.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think
I mean, I used to shoot clay pigeons out in the field when I was younger. Like it's just kind of.
I don't know, but I'm sure that could trigger certain listeners, whereas
Sure,
others are like, why don't you have a gun? Or I don't know.
Yeah. We have a lot of UK listeners, so they're probably just like, holy shit, you touched a gun? What's that like? But
I didn't know what Matt thinks about this.
yeah.
I hope to move there soon.
Yeah, right. I have a British birth certificate because I was born in the UK. But those bastards won't take me for citizenship because I was there during a period where my parents had to be there for a decade in order for me to be eligible.
Dang.
So,
I'm so sorry.
yeah, it's unfortunate.
Well, I'm working on it. But anyway, this is why I really love Metal Gear, because
Sure.
no matter where people come out politically or on these issues, we can all agree that it's a great game. We
Sure.
can all agree that it's a great story. We can all agree that we love David Hayter. I mean,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Bro,
He's great.
it's funny. In my building where I am, my friend made lunch today, and I said to one of the guys who works here, I was like, do you want some camarones con ajo?
Oh,
And he was like, wait, what? And it's shrimp and garlic. It's so good. And I said, I'm doing an interview, but I'll be done at I don't know, 6, something like that. And he's like, what interview? And I said, oh, it's for Metal Gear. And he went, you mean Snake? And I was like, dude, you've been low key, like, Metal Gear this whole time.
Yeah.
What?
that's so good.
I know. And I said, I'm the voice of Olga. And he was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I said, and Dr. Strangelove. And he was like, what? So it's just, this is what I'm saying. You could go anywhere and like, you suddenly have so much in common with another human being that I don't care what his political beliefs are. I don't care what his beliefs are. I know that he understands what it means to love a console so much that you just wish you could quit your job and play all day.
You and me both.
Anyway, but
I mean,
if I've offended anyone, just, you can
whatever.
pray for
Yeah, if you've offended anyone with those comments, then like there's a whole team of people trying to assassinate Lily and myself over our comments over the past 10 years. So anyway, all good. I mean, we've talked about it before. I feel like Metal Gear is one of the few series in video games where like I can show somebody a picture of a punctuation and
yeah.
they would immediately you can hear it.
Flip.
You can
Yeah.
see it, you can hear it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like the sound design is incredible.
I've never seen anything like it. And as a voiceover person who's generally invisible, well, exclusively invisible, basically, for Konami to put together like a trailer, like the opening of the game and like Vanessa Marshall's on the screen, I was like, what?
Whoa.
Dude, what is happening? I was like, no one ever does that. They're like, third shoe from the right, but like no one cares who voiced anything, or I mean, not anymore. Now it's a different world, but like I felt so honored to be a part of something with that much respect. That was so respectful. It was so kind. It was so lovely that for me, it was a very special moment in my voiceover career where I just like almost started crying. It was so special to me. Then I tried to play the game and I sucked. And I was just like, I had to have my friends come over and kill Snake for me.
Sure.
It's hard.
As one does.
It's not easy. Anyway.
Well, it's crazy. Like at this point, both on the show and off the show, I think we've talked to so many people, like 30, 40 people probably, whether it's email, phone call, whatever. And the number of people who actually play the game, I can count on one hand. It's
really?
It's insane. Yeah.
It's like David
Christopher Randolph got
Christopher
pretty far.
Randolph,
Christopher Randolph could not even get to his own
actually
character's
good.
appearance.
Yeah, on my stream when we were trying to raise money for MGS Con, it was his birthday, got him Asahi and Smart Food, and he just sat himself down and just slayed on the game. And I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it was fun to watch. It's on my YouTube channel. You can look it up.
Okay.
Watching him play, and we sing happy birthday to him, and
Oh, nice.
it was a lot of fun.
Where is your YouTube channel, and what is the URL for the mullet website?
Yes, we need
Just so we can
this
plug it.
information.
Well,
I mean, I could probably pull the mullet site up.
here's
for
the
my
thing:
text.
if you go to vanessamarshall.com, at the bottom of my website are links to all the things:
Oh, nice.
Amazing.
the YouTube, the Twitch, the store,
Nice.
and you can all the proceeds go to the Trayvon Martin Foundation. So
Oh, yeah.
it's not a side hustle for me.
You got to pay for all the mullet
I
merchandise.
don't even care. You know, the point is, I just feel like if you're having a down day and all of a sudden you're going to take a nap with a mullet pillow, like I know you're going to feel better. I really do. And
Yeah.
if I make zero profit on that as a soul on earth, I think I can sleep better at night knowing that I helped someone have a better day and support a good cause. Like that definitely works for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's one hell of a statement.
Yeah.
The hair.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The hair, the game, all of it.
Just all of
It's
it.
The whole
the
thing.
room that you're in. It's one hell of a statement.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the
But
framed
that's
Oingo
everything.
Boingo album you've got in the back.
Yeah,
yeah.
there's just so much happening back here. It's amazing.
And there's Donnie and Marie down there too.
Oh yeah. Oh, my God.
yeah. Okay.
Hold on.
Who's that on the far left? It looks so familiar. Is that John Denver?
Here? No, I'm
Who
about
is
to
that?
rock and roll, bro. Hold on. Just
Oh.
buckle up. Buckle up. Buckle up, babe. Okay, so here's Donnie and Marie.
Amazing.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
A little
love it.
bit country, a little bit rock and roll. Good
Deep
stuff.
Purple. Is that a Deep Purple cover?
Featuring songs from their television show, Deep Purple,
I see, I see.
Marianne,
Yeah.
My Name is Alice.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
That's great.
Incredible.
that's
And
stuff.
Donnie's looking.
So back in the day, I was a large and lovely gal. I've maintained like a 70-pound weight loss for over 20 years, and
Oh wow.
this is me on the cover of Big Beautiful Woman. It's a plus size modeling magazine, and
You
I
look
started.
great.
Well, unfortunately, due to martial arts, I lost like 30 pounds, and my top weight was 205, and I'm like 130 now. But
Wow.
here I'm about 180, and so they put me by the pool with like pillows in the dress, and like it's spread out on the concrete ground to make it look like I'm a whale.
It looks like
no.
you're wearing a wedding dress from
It
like
does.
a certain angle.
Yeah.
It was the bridal issue. Thank you very much.
Okay.
BBW, Big Beautiful Woman. Yep,
That's
there it is.
incredible.
Nice. That's awesome.
That's my other story. And I did a
Claim to
whole
fame.
stand-up thing. I did a whole stand-up set about being the only woman in LA who wants to be fat. And I ate on stage the whole time. I was like, hey, this is for my career. Calm down.
That's
I-
so
let
good.
me just finish this. And I had chocolate over my teeth. And I would talk about how competitive it was, that other girls were like, you wish you were fat. It was intense.
So you were like the Gallagher of crushing candy bars on stage. Is that what I'm hearing?
That was, yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
Oh, wait, I have another mullet shot. Hold up.
An alternate angle?
No, different
Just
year.
the same.
Oh, different year.
Different year.
Oh, that's incredible.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
That's 12th grade. It got more snappy.
Dude.
It got more lion-like. Ah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Vanessa, I don't want to get weird, but if you were in 12th grade with me, I would be crushing real hard on that hair. That's crazy.
Like Blair from Facts of Life. Let's go.
Yeah.
That might be the weirdest thing I've said to an interview subject, by the way. Sorry.
How
about
could you not, though? I mean, that's why I'm saying I have it on my phone as like the screensaver, just because, hold on. I mean, come on,
It's
dude.
so good. It's
It's
so
just
good.
if you're like, oh, I can't go on. Yes, you can.
Can.
Right?
You absolutely
can.
can.
Yeah.
Pick yourself up like these bones and truck forward.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask. So I'm going to jump to, because I think we've got two really good questions where we can kind of go, and Lily obviously jump in. But I was going to say, between GalaxyCon, NostalgiaCon, MGSCon, all these fucking numerous cons, and I think when we were on the phone, you told me your first con was Dragon Con in Atlanta,
Yes.
which is
Woo!
crazy. I
Yes.
still have never been. I live
Yeah.
30 minutes away, and from
Don't bring
the
your
actual
kids.
space, and I've not been.
Don't
But
bring your kid.
Don't bring. your kids.
will not. But anyway, what can you tell us about your first con experience, and what do you like and dislike about them now?
Okay. So first one was Dragon Con, and I got in the elevator, and there were women raising their shirt to the window of the elevator to all the men downstairs. And I
Oh
was like,
no!
What are you doing, ladies?
Pull yourself together.
Like, look, man, I've been to France. I've, like, oh, ooh la la, they sit around and bathe with like, no sunscreen, and they're like, no top, this and that. It's
Right.
not that I'm modest, like, oh, no, not like
Sure.
that, but like, ladies, this night's not going to end well. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, it's not New Orleans Mardi Gras.
I don't know. I just don't feel good about this. I really don't. So that was like, okay, that's just normal there. Like, you're just going to see that.
Yeah, Dragon Con has a reputation of being kind of
out there.
horny.
And
Yeah.
so then in the morning, I was like, I'm going to go get breakfast. And I opened the door, and there was this naked dude in front of my door. And I was like, I just kicked him. I was like, are you dead? And he was like, "Ah, and I said, all right, you're drunk. Cool. I'm going to step over you. I'm going to get some breakfast, and you let me know if you need anything. All right. He was like, So I was just like, y'all really go in. Y'all go in.
I like the use of y'all is very colloquial to the locale.
Very
Atlanta.
appropriate. Yeah.
So at any rate, anyway, I just
But you did have a good experience though, right? You told me you loved it.
Yeah, I had a great time. I respect the game. I really, yes, it was great. But now what do I like about the cons? I haven't been to one in quite some time. I love seeing people, getting to know them, hearing their stories, what certain things mean to them and why. One woman started watching Star Wars Rebels the first day of her chemo, and by episode 4, she had beat cancer. And that it's just interesting to learn how. I mean, I have survived a lot of things through various stories and films and things like that. So, to learn what these things mean to people, it feels very special, and I love that. I don't love the traveling part of it.
Right.
Getting there and back is like, well, let's hope this pans out. You kind of just plug your nose and dive in and just hope for the best. Like, especially now, I'm really not looking forward to any kind of travel. So
my parents have to fly out on Sunday to go to Sicily to see my family, and I'm just like praying they actually get out of the airport,
make their flight.
Yeah. Let alone my mom having a green card and all the other bullshit that's happening right now. So anyway.
I pray that that goes well. But yeah, so I don't really think there's a downside. I mean, it's funny. MGS Con was one day, and it felt like I had been there for a month.
Oh, it's a single day? I thought it was the whole weekend.
Yeah, no, single day.
One day the first year, and I literally was like, wait, did we get here this morning? It wasn't yesterday? Like, it felt like summer camp, like I had known everyone for 4 days, and it was incredible. It was truly magical. And
that's awesome. I feel so fucking bad that we missed. Like, every time it comes up, I feel so bad for not going.
Yeah.
It was good. It was more than good. It was a dream come true, and I hope they do it again. I really do, because it's just so special.
Mm.
Yeah.
And Amanda speaks like incredibly highly of you as well. Like, it's.
Did she tell you how we met?
No, I don't
think so.
Well, I don't remember who put us together, but I answered phone, hello, and she said, hey, and I said, dude. She goes, dude. And I go, dude. She goes, dude. And I said, dude. And then we both started laughing and we go, we are going to know each other for the rest of our lives.
Oh,
we had
I love that.
We had a full conversation just with dude back and forth for like, I don't know, a couple minutes. And then we couldn't stop laughing. And we were like, so how are we going to make this event happen? I was like, all right, let's figure it out. I don't know. We'll make it happen. Let's go.
That's crazy.
And yeah, but if you just say dude to her, she'll, sometimes I send her memes that just say dude. It's like back in the day.
That's awesome. I need to go through and do like some ADR on, I don't know if you've seen The Wire, but there's a famous scene in the first season where Bunk and McNulty, the two leads of this season, just communicate saying fuck for 8 minutes.
100%.
I need to just ADR dude and then send it to Amanda.
Oh, she'll die. She'll know exactly where that came from. Yeah. I think I sent her one recently of two girls like, bing, bing, dude, 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 dude. And I said, you see, you complete me. Yeah.
Oh,
that's so good.
I love that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We'll make it out. We'll make it out there if they do it again.
Yeah, 100%. We have to.
Better.
Well, the show, it's crazy. So the first year was during the run of the show, and then we actually went on hiatus for like 3 years, and during those 3 years was every other one. Yeah. And so that was part of it, unfortunately.
Yeah. And then we came back. I think we brought the show back like right after the last one. And then this year it was like, we're going on hiatus for a year. And it's like, of course, we're back. And this is the year that it's not happening.
But anyway, we'll get out there.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, I hope it's happening again. I had hoped that it would take off in London and, satellite things like even in Manchester or any, I had hoped that we could take it all over the place, but we'll see. There's a lot of planning that goes into it. It's a lot of work. For sure. Yeah.
Well, and it's like, on the one hand, my immediate thought was like, okay, Metal Gear as a series has sold like 67 million copies total. And so I'm like, okay, there should be tons of people. Then on the flip side, you look at something like Transformers that has its own convention, and it's like that was a literal like decade icon, like global phenomenon. And it's like, okay, that makes more sense, I guess. But anyway, fingers crossed. One day, let's do it. Everybody put it into the universe. If you're listening and you're driving, stop driving and just put it into the universe. Don't even pull over. Just hands off the wheel. Just will it into existence.
Yeah, we got this. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, John will report about all the accidents I just caused. Yeah. Awesome. But awesome. Vanessa, this has been incredible. Lily, I don't know if you have any other questions you want to ask.
No, I think it's been great. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Mullet,
yeah, I mean,
long live the mullet. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Yeah, maybe when the remaster. When is the remaster coming out for 2?
2's remaster came out a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
Oh wait.
Well, that was just the re-release.
Strangelove next. That's right.
Yeah. So Strangelove is going to be in the August 27th Master Collection Volume 2 for Peace Walker. So yeah, Strangelove is going to be back on everybody's radar in August.
Amazing. Well, hopefully that'll be fun. Yeah. If you think of any further topics of discussion, just holler.
Awesome. Thank you for being so available and just so kind and willing to spend your time with us.
Of course.
Awesome.
Thank you for having
so much.
Me.
Yeah,
this is
of course.
Great.
Just a box.
And don't forget, it's just a box. We forgot to do that, so we got to do it.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
I'll splice it and stick it at the end.
I never know with
Some
the interview episodes.
Yeah. Some people, it's fun to try to get them to do it.
Yeah, I think we should have asked Vanessa, but
yeah, she would have.
You got us chuckleheads here doing it for you as always. Good fucking luck. Goodbye.